Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for June 3rd, 2015. Okay, let's take a look at what happened yesterday. Motor vehicle sales are up. Well, of course, financing is easier than ever. That's a potential bubble. And factory orders, not good. Prior was positive 2.1%. They're expecting a negative 0.1. They got negative 0.4. It's within the range. True. But it's either the bottom of the range or just on the bad side. Outside the range, but on the bad side. So that to me just is more evidence on a economy that seems to be stuck in molasses. And it's January, or it's getting on towards January. So if what I heard yesterday, that the group that's really in control, whatever you might want to call them, that's calling the shots, has worked over the last 50 years to move production and close factories in the U.S. and move it overseas. They're doing a fine job, I would have to say. Or they did a fine job, or I'm sure they're still working on it, because I'm sure this Trans-Pacific Partnership, I mean, we already moved a bunch of stuff down to Mexico and Central America and South America. I mean, most of our fruits and vegetables come from South America. And most everything else comes from Asia. So, I mean, we don't even get much from Europe anymore. Of course, they don't produce much either, just because labor is so much cheaper in the third world war. Yeah, and that may happen too. Anyway, today we have ADP unemployment report, International Trade, ISM Manufacturing Index, CIA Petroleum Status Report, and a beige book this afternoon. So it's going to be kind of busy heading into the end of the week. Across the ponds. Come on, Asia. There we go. Gee, this is really all over the board here, kind of. Yeah, it's, I would have to say that it's mixed. I mean, that's really pretty mixed. And mostly bearish over in Europe. Let's see, I didn't really take a look at any of the headlines here, but I guess that FIFA chairman stepped down. So I find that kind of interesting, in that the Justice Department forced him out, more or less. Congratulations. They exercised their political muscle again, and they did a fine job. Let's take a look at reality, though. Well, I don't know if this is reality or not, to tell you the truth. We're looking at a slightly bullish open, but we all know that that can change pretty rapidly. Gold is at 1187, down a tad overnight. I don't know that it was up yesterday. I didn't really look at it. Oil's at 59.87. Gasoline prices are kind of holding steady. The dollar's at 96.25 and $1.11 against the euro. The VIX 14.24, up just a tad. From, like the 12s and the 13s, I guess you could say. In our portfolio here, this is our insurance policy with negative delta, and then most everything else is pretty neutral right now. Theta is at 75.71 for the day. And overall, even the insurance policy is up a tad right now. So we're looking at about 450 bucks or so up. Don't pay much attention to these down here. Nothing is expiring this week, so today is Wednesday, and we don't have to worry about expiration this Friday. Our first expiry is next week. I think I can look at, let's go to the Analyze tab. Yeah, here's SPX on the Analyze tab. Hide simulations. I don't know that I have any in here anyway. And this is what it looks like overall, with a max profit of about $402. That's just on SPX. And if we do SPXPM, and it kind of adds another $180 to the picture, I guess you could say. So I wanted to go back to the monitor tab here right quick, and then I took a screenshot yesterday. Where is it? Here it is. Of what I wanted to show you, the P&L for the day. And this was, when was this? 16:59. So it was actually at about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon Eastern time. We had a theta of 74, and we actually made, according to this anyway, this is not, I mean, you can't really hang your hat on this. It's an approximation. If you got the ideal price for everything when you closed it out, you would have made $122.50. I just wanted to compare the theta to the P&L day, which, you know, again, as I said, you know, I think that's a feel-good number, or it's an approximation. And we have 450.50 here, so let's jump back over here, and it says 463 right now. So we got SPX here again with this is kind of strange, but anyway, today we have a theta of 75, whereas yesterday it was 74. So we gain another $1 today as we march towards expiration. Just wanted to show you. I guess. All right, let's go to the big chart. Here's SPX. Kind of includes SPXPM as well, which is, I believe, normal expiration here on this one, the white one. And we got iron condors all over the place here. And if we were to take, let's take the steepest one here, activate it, and drag it up here and see how we're looking on the downside. Well, not looking too bad, actually. So next week we have an iron condor that expires. And the following week is normal expiration, which is here. And then this is July, or June, June 4. I think there's a June 5 this month. Let's take a look here. I need a calendar. June 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it was only 4. This would be July 1 then on that chart. This one is July 1, iron condor. Yeah, it says it right up here. Yeah, that's really good, Mr. Guru. You got your stuff together, you know. All right, so we're actually kind of looking pretty good here. Move that out of the way. This one's less steep and more of an angle, so I don't even have to worry about that one. And now I got that one from here, from this pullback. I'm not too worried about the upside, as you can tell. And then let's look at RUT. As soon as it comes up here, there we go. See, here's our, remember it was up here, our limit order to get out at 10 cents. Now it's down here, so let's move that over here. It's right at the current price, so Does this expire next week? I need to take a look at that. Where are you, Rut? There you are. June 2, yeah. That expires next week. So we got some time there for this to get down to our 10 cents. And if we were to go here and say cancel replace order, right now mid is at 20 cents and we have a 10 cent order in here. We have time to wait for that. Hopefully RUT moves up a little bit so we get this to move down, become less valuable to get into our 10 cent range so we can buy it back. Alright, we'll just delete that. Okay. Alright, let's move into our scan for today. I think we're done looking at our actual live positions. We're just going to do a quick scan on the equities. And Apple is first off, of course. Apple is not doing too much. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Yeah. Apple's looking kind of flat. And then Amazon, I wanted a couple words about Amazon. I had a comment on yesterday's video talking about maybe doing some iron condors on some of these. So I did a simulated iron condor with a expiration of next Friday with a 20 delta, and this is what it looks like. We're at 445 on the upside and 417.50, I believe, on the bottom side. Let's see here. Yeah, right there it says it in yellow, in that little yellow box. And it has a 6/12 or June 2 expiration. So, but anyway, needless to say, Amazon doesn't seem to be going anywhere either. Baidu, also not going anywhere. 20 delta for next Friday's expiration is a possibility if you want to do that. Chipotle, you could probably do a bear call on this one almost practically any time. Costco, maybe the same thing. No 50 deltas though. Wouldn't be doing any 50 deltas. No CSSV2 with 50 deltas. You could still kind of use the same indicators and stuff like that to do 20 deltas or 10 deltas, or I wouldn't even go to a 30 delta. There's the Dow. Definitely dropped out of this support line here on the weekly chart. GLD, what is... I'm not going to look at it. I was going to look at that call to see what it's worth, see if I wanted to maybe roll it down or something, but I'm not going to do that. It's a little bit early, I think, to do that. I'll wait till after June expiration because that's a July expiry. Google, sure, you could give a shot at a 20 delta iron, 2020 iron condor on this too. LinkedIn, for sure, although I can see what this looks like for real. It doesn't look that flat when you scale the side here a little bit more finely. Doesn't really look all that flat. You'd have to determine that for yourself. Don't think I would bet against LinkedIn after this big move here. And then there's the NASDAQ, still following its channel nicely, although seems to be running out of gas, at least right now. And then there's Netflix. Probably stalled out here at 631. Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. Priceline. Perhaps the same thing on Priceline. Here I thought Priceline was going to take a digger, but yesterday looks like it's still feeling pretty healthy. We looked at RUT, and let's go down to Tesla. As soon as Thinkorswim platform lets me, there we go. And we'll get a chart here in a day or two. Just hang in there. It was creeping up, and it looks to be stalling too. I'm not sure I would exactly do an iron condor on this, although IV percentile is 8.8 and IV is only 34. That's the highest one on my list. 39 for Netflix. So I guess Netflix has the juiciest premium right now based on the IV implied volatility, and IV percentile is pretty high up there too at 62. It's also the highest there too. Of course, they I wouldn't say just had earnings. It was like a month ago. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today. Again, announcements kind of busy today, and then some big ones towards the end of the week, but not a lot of volume on announcements. So anyway, I digress. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.